Alright, so now we're going to be getting into procedures with parameters. So we've been creating procedures all the time. So since challenge 1, so every time we use def, we were creating a procedure. So the idea now is that we are going to be using something in the parentheses. Procedures are, in most languages, procedures are called functions. Python has a difference about that. I'm going to show this in the next few slides for you. But why are procedures normally called functions in most programming languages? Because they receive something in the brackets, like mathematical functions, and do something with that. Okay? So it works pretty much like a mathematical function. Let's even go here, just so I can write something for you guys to see. So let's say you have a mathematical function, an f of x, that is equal to 3x. Okay? What is this going to happen? You're going to insert a number here, and it's going to be multiplied by 3. That's what normally happens. So your function takes the x and does something about it. A procedure is going to work like that. So let me define challenge 19. How does that work in Python? We're going to write a variable name in the parentheses. So let me call it name. And actually, let me just remember. So I'm going to have a name. I'm just going to have print a hello with that name. So the thing is, I'm creating this variable here, and I'm not going to set a value for this variable inside my procedure. I'm just going to go straight ahead and say print hello and name. That's it. But if this is not defined, so how does that work? Let's try calling the method, the procedure, as we had been calling before. We have an error. Why? Because it says that we are missing one required positional argument. So this can be called either parameter, so what goes inside the parentheses can be called either a parameter or an argument. Okay? Both are synonyms for in this case. So we're just going to write here a name. I could have anything. So Marcos. And then it's going to work. Okay? So when you do it like that, that means that you're expecting a variable here. If you don't set a variable here, you're going to have an error. Okay? So that's it. This is the challenge. So it's not a long one. It's just something that may be new, but we're going to practice this again on the next challenge. Because the next challenge doesn't want just one parameter or argument. It wants 2. How does that work? Simply. So let's create it. Challenge 20. So it's going to have 2 numbers and check which one is the greatest one. Print the greatest. If both are equal, I'm going to print a message saying that. So challenge 20, gonna call it num1, comma num2. Now, how am I going to compare them? With an if. So if num1 is greater than num2, print num1, do something more, is the greatest. My second option, the second number is greater, so I'm going to have an elif. num2 is greater than num1, print num2 is the greatest. And, well, we only have three options here since we have two numbers. Either the first is the greatest, or the second, or they are equal. I'm going to use an else print both are equal. Challenge 20. Let me add two numbers, so 5, 6. I'm going to have the commas in here too. And that's it. It knows that 6 is the greatest. Let me add a 10 here. So 10 is the greatest. So the first time we ran, we got into this part here. Now we have this one. Okay, let me even help you guys differentiate them. I'm going to add this. Okay, so number 1 is the greatest, so I know that's the first number. And I can say that both are equal. So let me get two numbers here that are equal, so 10 and 10. And that's it. Okay. Very important to understand that you have that. The test may ask you guys to work with this, okay, with up to 2, maybe 3, if my memory is not wrong, parameters, but that's just it. You're going to set them here with a comma and you use them in the code. You set the values when you call your procedure. Okay, let's comment this and see what's the next thing. Oh yeah, so this is pretty much something that I forgot to add in the beginning because this is some of the easiest thing you guys should learn. Yeah, I'm going to make a separate video to work with strings so we can remember everything about them. Then we come back and make a last video with all the things about functions. So let's go for the next video.